Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm Motor Mike. Now, today we'll be talking about the Alpha Motor Corporation. They're an electric startup company from California, and all the images I use today, the credit goes to them, the Alpha Motor Company. And this vehicle, it's the electric Ace concept. This thing's great looking. I love coupes, and it's a good way to go about it. But I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, just like this vehicle. So before we talk about styling, let's talk about the hard numbers. This vehicle, about 165 inches long, about 14 cubic feet of storage. This vehicle's battery pack's estimated to get about 250 miles of range. It's a rear-wheel drive platform, and 0 to 60s in 6 seconds. That's a pretty good combination. Now, this is supposed to be an urban vehicle for cities, out in the suburbs and stuff like that. So 250 miles of range is pretty good. Now, styling. Like I said, I love how this thing looks. It's this retro futuristic styling, and it's pretty aggressive looking. We'll start with the front end. The front end's nice and boxy. I like the headlights, they look very retro. Overall, that front end reminds me of lots of Japanese imports from the 80s and even in the late 70s. It's a very nice look. And you can see those wheel wells. Nice and flared out, gives it like a wide body look. Now when you go to the side profile, nice and boxy. I like how the rear end slopes down a little bit. The body lines, simple, but you really don't need a whole lot. That boxiness speaks for itself. And the rims. I love these dishes. A lot of old vehicles had them. The Volkswagen Beetle had these wheels. It's a nice classic look, and it fits this vehicle quite nicely. And the rear end, very nice. I like the tail lights and everything. It's a nice retro futuristic design. Overall, I really like this exterior. It's sporty and retro, but has a little bit of that futuristic vibe. And what's really cool about this is this company is going for that styling. Instead of trying to follow a trend and try to build an SUV, a crossover, or a truck because that's what's popular, they're doing what they want. This nice retro design in a coupe. Obviously, I feel like in the future, if this company does take off, yeah, they'll build sedans and crossovers and stuff. But I hope if they do that, they at least keep this sporty retro design language. Now let's go into the interior. Now the interior takes lots of cues from the Model 3, but it's a very minimalist design. But that's not a bad thing. You have a nice large screen right in the center there. We don't have information about the size of that, but it looks pretty large. But it's more narrow than the Tesla would be. Now something I don't like is there's nothing in front of the driver. Now the Model 3 doesn't have anything there, and I think that's a negative to it. I feel like something needs to be in front of the driver, your speedometer, some simple information right there. It's something nice to have, and this is a prototype. They can always add that later. But the steering wheel, nice and simple. It's got their logo on it. It looks good. The door panels, I like how it's got the little leather pull tab to open and close them. But like I said, this is a prototype, but it's a very nice prototype. Obviously, a lot of things would have to change both in the interior and the exterior to meet regulations. And that's what I'm most worried about. I hope that this beautiful design doesn't get taken to a weird extreme because they have to meet all these regulations. I hope this vehicle, if it does make production, stays very similar to how it is now. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of this little startup electric company? I think it's always good to have more and more competition because competition breeds better vehicles in general. If you're competing in a different segment, people have to up their game. And I love coupes, and it's always good to see a new coupe. This thing looks nimble, it looks fun, and I think it'd really fit in this American marketplace. But like I said, let me know what you guys think about this and EVs in general. And if you haven't already, check out my channel. I keep trying to give you guys more and more content, whether it be cars, SUVs, trucks, combustion engines, or EVs. But please, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from my channel. And as always, I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.